Good morning, everybody. It's another really pretty day here at Las Conchas del Mar. It's been a busy morning, and we got up, got right to work out here on forming up and getting ready for the next pour today. I guess I want to cover today where we're at on this build. As you see, it's going up and it's taking shape. It is rising up out of the earth, and I wanted to address a few things with you guys, some questions that it came across, and I want to cover those things. I hope I get everybody's questions, but let me show you here something that some of you were asking about, and maybe this will clear your mind on that. So I got questions about what do we do about the plastic there in the wall, and about the little holes that it left. Well, that's not a big deal at all. As you see, you can pull these out. I've already pulled one out there. Here's one pulled out. And let me show you here. I pushed on this one just a little bit just then. And right here on the inside, there it is. Look at that, right out. So that is not a problem at all. Not at all. In fact, you could probably go through, take your little punch or something, and tap these loose out of there and go ahead and reuse them elsewhere in your build if you want to. It's not an expensive thing to chop up that, but the time and all involved, look how clean they come out. Well, why not just go ahead and reuse it, right? So show you a little bit more on the build here, how nice things came out. I'm very proud for it. And I cover another tip here. So when you pull these off, this is one that was pulled, you want to clean these of any type of little chips or slag or anything stuck on there. Don't use nothing to like a wire brush. I suggest not use that. Any kind of grinder or sandpaper, don't use that. You'll damage that film on there, and you're going to get less life and not as clean of a job out of your materials. Like you might use something like a scouring pad. That would probably work pretty good. Here they use some wadded up nylon fish net, like a coarse net, and I mean improvised, right? And they wadded it up and used a bucket of water and cleaned it up here. You want to get all that clean. Another suggestion that I have for you is up here on the top where you pull it, you'll have little loose pieces of material like this right here. You want to go around and you want to clean all this off before you put your next form. You don't rinse it out with water and all. Get rid of any loose debris, because a tiny little piece like this gets on this wall right in here between there and your form board. It won't allow your form to seal down tight for your next section on your pour, and then you're going to have a gap. You're going to have an ugly marred wall down through there, and it's going to take more work to clean that up. You're not going to have an even pour against the plywood. So go around, chip all the edges. That's why some of this is loose now. We were already chipping the edges, and then we'll go around and you want to make sure you don't have any debris like this nylon sticking out here. It's got to go. Any wire sticking out, make sure there's nothing protruding. Clean it all really good before you move up your next set. And if you set your forms down on the ground like these are here, make sure that no mud stuck along the bottom of them. Set them up on some blocks. Clean that bottom edge too, so that you get a nice tight seal back against your wall for your next round. I want you to just look at this. Look what a perfect corner came out right there. I mean, square, perfect. And there's things you could do if you want to have a rounded corner there. When you're forming that, I mean, you could probably even like split a piece of PVC of different sizes, slide it into that corner inside your form when you pour, and you can make yourself a nice radius corner on there as well. It's not a problem. You can maybe take, if you wanted some other pattern on the corner, you can do it as you're pouring the concrete. Just make a negative of whatever it is and put it in that form before you pour, and when you peel it off, there it is. take you inside, show you what's going on in here while I'm tripping through the trying to go through the rebar there. So here we are inside. As you can see too, look, this is on top. Make sure you get any of this little loose materials that falls down right here, and you're putting your next plywood like this next one we got up right here in there, and it gets inside of it. You're not going to get that nice tight finish. You see that piece stuck right there? You want to get these off. Be sure. And what happens, you got little chips like this. You want to go around and we'll tap this edge and we'll get these broke loose. And then we'll clean all that real good with water, like douse it really hard, spray it really hard, get any loose material. Alright, so I covered that. I just want to reiterate that because that's pretty important now, I'll tell you. So again, you can see our boxes came out nice. We'll just cut those little wires off, and that come out good. Really nice wall here. This is our inside here, our column. Once again, came out really great, and this is an interior wall here. So this to give you a little example to see the forms moved up. So you're overlapping on this. You're doing an overlap. Maybe I can go outside here and show you a better example of an overlap. Hold on. Alright, so here's our stopping point we're at right now. I see they did not clean good like I just was talking about. These guys, I'll be pushing them in a little bit of a hurry. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about, an overlap right here. When we pull the form up, you got your 4-inch offset from the bottom. This is my method, okay? This is something I just devised myself. There might be a better method. This is what I like. And so now, of course, you're down 4 inches here too, so you're gonna lose 8 inches in your wood there, but it's worth it to get that nice tight seal and easier to hang your forms the next go around. So as you see right there, there you go. You've got your original 4 down, your 4 down that was on the top. So you're going to have 8 down on your next one, but you're going to get a nice clamp on your wall. And you're down here far enough that it's strong that if you try to move this up to the very edge and it's pretty fresh concrete, and you're moving your forms up, there's a good chance you might wiggle this heavy form or something and pop out the top of the concrete. But by getting on down 4 inches, you're in a lot of strength there by then. And so when you're trying to set your next set of forms up, you should not be in danger of breaking the concrete. So there you go on that. So here's once again this is our door buck. We're about to pour up to the top of it now. So we're getting the form set on that. The guys are on break and they come back. We'll get this next sheet right here up. Alright, so here I am. This is the door buck right here. We've already poured half of it. You see it came out really nice right there. Both sides, really nice. You want to keep this, make sure you got these spreaders in here. Got a spreader in here. But I also have a solid sheet of plywood on the other side. And I'm screwed right down through here on both sides, on the inside and when we get the outside one there as well. But I still like to have these spreaders in here. I call them spreaders to keep that pressure out tight. Concrete's heavy and it can do some, you know, it's wet and it can soften the wood up and it could cause some warpage in places that aren't well supported. So I don't want to depend just on some screws only in here. What if that plywood split open and then you got a blowout? But I've got this in here. I've got these spreaders to spread that load out, and that should not be a problem, and it hasn't been. As you see, it's a nice clean door opening right there. You put your jamb in, attach it, and you're good to go. There you are right there. So this column, the columns are all poured in with the wall, so you have more than just a square column standing up that you're going to stack hollow block in. This is all completely attached in with your column here on top, as you see. Alright, well, the guys are coming back right now, and we're going to work on getting this piece of plywood behind me here, up there, get this locked down. See my super good shoes?
That is a jump, bro.
My shoes are barking.
So that is
What's this?
That is a scrap, bro. Junk.
Hell no, I'm gonna buy glue.
If you junk, you give me. I give that.
I think I'll buy glue.
No. Wire, bro, wire. Make the wall. And put the wire.
Folks, I am tired. Tired. I have been since early this morning, maybe about 6, forming up all these forms right here. And the guys, they showed up a couple hours after I'd already been working. They joined in helping. But I tell you what, most of that monkey's been on my back. And I just finished my last piece while they were over here mixing and pouring in on the first part that we got ready this morning. I told them, go ahead and y'all start mixing there, and I'll continue forming down here on the other end. So I just finally finished up mine. They've got part of this poured, and they're doing a mix right now. I'll show you. And we're gonna try to finish this next level of pour up before everybody's off for the evening. The heck, look at that. Joel, you built this with me a custom beer holder on top? Man, I keep telling them you're the man. Look at that. Custom beer holder right there. Look at that, boy. Yep. Yep, and I don't have to worry about getting the coronavirus. I only have to worry about getting the Heineken virus. Yeah. Man, what a cool dude, boy. Look at her. Beer koozie right on top. Punch that really good. Where you just poured that, you need to really hit that with a hammer. Even if it makes it drop down, it don't matter. You need to work those bubbles out. All up there at the top behind you by your leg there. Even if it makes it drop down. Most important is we work those bubbles out. Hey, where's that piece of plywood we used yesterday or day before yesterday right here? We can put it right here. I can start pouring the back of this column. I can help up here.
Ang plywood, pana. Sulod ka ba doon? Ha? Hindi na pa na halo. Dito si Roy. Plywood nga?
Yeah, the one we, he wasn't here though. He don't know.
Long, plywood to eh.
Oh, right there, right there. It's right over there on the ground. And get that piece of scrap wire there also. Yeah, Get that tie wire too. Yeah. Just give it here to me, bro. Okay. Just pass that one right here to me. I'm gonna start backfilling it here. Funny. Bro, don't be looking up my shorts. I know, look at us, we're all wearing blowout clothes, huh? We're going over the top of the window now. Starting to flow out over it. Here you go, Joel.